My phone buzzed at 6:12 a.m. Not a call. A text. I was still half asleep. The ceiling fan slicing the air above me. The smell of her shampoo clinging to the pillow beside mine. Plans changed. You're not coming on the cruise. My mother wants only her family. No apology. No explanation. Just that. I stared at the screen until it dimmed. Then I unlocked it again. Read it slower. Like maybe the words would rearrange themselves into something that made sense. We'd planned that cruise for 8 months. I paid for it. Every payment. Every upgrade. Balcony suite. Ocean view. Her idea. And now I wasn't family. I didn't reply. I lay there listening to the house breathe. Pipes ticking. Refrigerator humming. The quiet intimacy of a life I thought I belonged to. Something cold slid into my chest. Not anger. Recognition. Because this wasn't sudden. It was clean. Efficient. Like a door that had already been closed. This was just the sound of the lock. She avoided eye contact that morning. Packed quietly. Moved through the house like a guest who'd overstayed. I watched from the doorway as she folded dresses I'd never seen her wear for me. "Mom's really sensitive," she said without looking up. "You know how she is." I nodded. I always nodded. At the airport, she hugged me like you hug. A coworker. Quick, careful. No lingering warmth. "I'll text you when we land." She didn't. The house felt wrong after she left. Too large, too honest. That night I poured a drink and sat in the dark, replaying moments I'd filed away as nothing. The sudden password change on her phone. The way she angled the screen away from me. How she started calling me babe instead of my name. How sex became procedural, like something she was checking off a list. I didn't accuse her. I didn't cry. I did something else. I paid attention. The credit card statement came first. Charges I didn't recognize. A men's boutique near the port city. A hotel bar. 2 dinners for 3. Phone records followed. Long calls after midnight, always the same number. Listed under a woman's name. Her cousin. Funny thing, her cousin died 3 years ago. I sat at the kitchen table with my laptop open. The house quiet around me, my reflection staring back from the dark screen. I felt calm. That scared me. I hired a private investigator the next day. Didn't tell anyone. Didn't change my routine. Still went to work. Still answered her occasional texts. Short, distracted, polite. She sent pictures from the cruise. Smiling. Sunlit. Always cropped. Just a little too close. Never showed who was taking them. The report arrived on a Thursday. Photos. Names. Dates. Her mother wasn't there, but he was. Her brother from another mother. The man she told me not to worry about. The one who hugged her too long at holidays. The suite wasn't for family. It was for privacy. I closed the file and sat very still. Then I made a list. The next day, I canceled the remaining cruise payments. Sold the house. Liquidated the accounts. Everything was in my name. Always had been. She liked to say she trusted me with money. I left town before they docked. No note. No goodbye. Just absence. When they came back, they found an empty driveway. An empty house. Locks changed. Utilities shut off. And a single envelope on the kitchen counter. Inside, copies of everything. Photos. Receipts. A letter from my lawyer. And a simple sentence written by hand. "You said I wasn't family." I listened. She called me 57 times. I didn't answer. Her mother left voicemails. Angry at first, then panicked, then pleading. The man from the photos tried too. Threats. Bargaining. Silence. I blocked them all. Weeks later, I agreed to meet her. Neutral place, public, late afternoon. She looked smaller, fractured. "You ruined my life," she said. Tears trembling but not falling. I sipped my coffee. Let the silence stretch. "No," I said finally. "I just stopped paying for it." She tried to explain. Said it wasn't what it looked like. Said her mother forced her. Said she was confused. I slid the folder across the table. Dates. Times. Messages printed in black and white. She stopped talking. Her hands shook. "You knew?" she whispered. I nodded. For a while. "Why didn't you say anything?" I leaned back. Studied her like a solved equation. Because I wanted to see how far you'd go when you thought I was blind. She broke then, not loudly, just quietly, like something collapsing inward. I stood up. I hope it was worth it, I said. And I left. I don't miss her. I miss the man I was before I learned how easily love lies. But I'm quieter now, sharper. I sleep better in places no one knows my name. Some betrayals don't end in screams. They end in silence. And silence, I've learned, is the most complete form of revenge.